So you come home with your preps and you want to put them on the shelf, but you know you just bought this one, right? So you don't want to put it in front, you want it behind. This just doesn't work. Introducing the Thorhaven Farm Roll-O-Matic 5000. So how does it work, you ask? Well, the can goes in the top, rolls down to the back, and then rolls up to the front here. So you can see we've got little blocks all the way down to block the cans from rolling out. Let me show you how I built this. So if you look at the sides right here, I have shelves angled to the back and then one angled to the front, to the back, and so on. So what that allows me to do is put the cans in the front, and then it rolls to the back, drops down because there's a space in the back, and then rolls to the front. So basically, the first stuff you buy comes out to the front, and the last stuff you buy is back here. I love it. So this type of rack here that I built actually gives room for 12 different styles of what's in your can. So 12 different foods. And it also gives the option of smaller cans versus the larger cans as well, just depending on the height that you put each of these shelves. So the entire thing's made out of plywood and 2x4s. All the shelves and dividers are all plywood. And what I did is just cut strips, and those strips are glued and then nailed with finishing nails onto the plywood on the middle and the sides. On the sides, it is then screwed into the 2x4. So at the front and at the back. For the top or the bottom, basically I just screwed another strip in to block the cans from falling off. So the shelf sizes are 1 foot wide by 16 inches long for the bottom shelf, and then the top shelf, which has the hole at the back, is 1 foot by 1 foot. And that gives enough room at the back to allow the can to drop down onto the bottom shelf. The strips dividing and on the edge are 1.5 inches. So you can cut a whole ton of these strips, 1.5 inches by 16 inches, because even the ones on the top, even though this piece here is 1 foot by 1 foot, these pieces are 16 inches, so they go all the way to the back to continue to divide and keep track of the cans as they fall to the next shelf. The distance between the shelves, so the top one and the bottom one are about 6 inches. And you leave, I've left about 4.5 inches there for that one. That one's down to 3.5 inches. For the bigger cans here, you can go 4.5 inches, which gives you almost 8.5 inches there to pull the can out. So you can adjust these up and down based on the size of the cans you want. So all I did was take a can on the edge here and then mark off where I wanted the shelf to go based on that can size. The height of the entire thing is 6 feet. And basically I took the 2x4s on each corner, and that way you can screw 2x4s together, or you can take other shelves and add it onto this 2x4 itself, and then add 2 more 2x4s. So it allows it to be expanded if you want. I know I've got some other pieces out in the garage, and the plan is to add another row of shelves on the other side of this 2x4 here. It's going to say 2 on the back here. You can see the little gap here where the top piece finishes. So then the can will roll out the bottom. And the strapping on the side is what also holds that piece to the 2x4. So that just only goes back to there. So again, if you're worried about cans being sort of the first in, first out, this is a great idea and allows you to do that. It takes up a little more space, I think, than just stacking cans on a shelf, but it allows you to circulate and rotate your cans a lot easier, in my mind anyway. So if you're looking for something different, rather than just sticking cans on a shelf, then check out the Thorhaven Farm Roll-O-Matic 5000. You will appreciate it. And it's a lot less expensive than others on the market. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you picked up some tips on this one. Talk to you soon.